So hello everyone, it is Gel Beauty 87 here, and today we're going to do an almost full face of Uoma Beauty. So obviously Uoma Beauty doesn't make like everything that you need to make a full face, obviously, or else we would be using it. But I'm going to use the stuff they have, and I was super excited to get this product. Hold on, let me go. Their highlighter from their what is it, Black Magic Carnival collection. So I was most excited about this thing, so that's what actually inspired this whole video. I was like, I'm gonna just pull out all this stuff that I own from them and use it. But since they don't have blush and since they don't have bronzer, I figured I'd go ahead and use some other products. So I have the lip bar, blush and bronzer that we're gonna use today, since like I said, Uoma Beauty doesn't make that, but I got new lipsticks from them as well, so we can try on all 5 of them. And I'm gonna tell you a story about these lipsticks and why I like Uoma Beauty even more, just because, you know, the story I had going on with the lipsticks. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started, because I got a few things I need to do. And let me just take this out the box. Anyway, I bought the color Barbados, if anybody is curious, but that's gonna be the star of today's show. This gorgeous highlighter here. I'm gonna start with the concealer. This is like one of my favorite concealers. Like if I can only pick 10 concealers, I'm pretty sure this was in that video, if I could pick 10 foundations and concealers. Now, I'm hoping you all see that video before you see this one, or else it's just a spoiler alert. I have the color Brown Sugar T2, and this retails for $25. I've done a video on this foundation concealer when it first came out, so if you're curious about what I think about it, you can go look there. Oh my god, this highlighter smells amazing. But yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and put some concealer underneath the eyes to get started, because I got glitter underneath there from this palette, because this palette had all types of fallout all over my face. I was so glad I didn't put my makeup on ahead of time, because I'm one of those people that likes to do their eyeshadow first because of stuff like this. So if you're curious about the eye look, I filmed it before I filmed this, obviously, and I'm going to post it on Instagram sometime. It's for the Profusion palette. That's supposed to be a dupe for the what is it, the Naked Honey palette. It's called Gold Rush. It's from Profusion. I shout out to my girl, it's Glam XO Beauty. She posted the palette online, and then sure enough, I went to Walmart the Friday after she posted it, and it was there. So I was like, oh, I guess we'll get it and try it out then. So I need to take some pictures of it, and normally I would take pictures before I did the look with it, but it was like last minute spur in the moment. I decided I wanted to do a look with it to try it out or whatever, because I need to go to the store tomorrow. So I was like, if I didn't like it, I was gonna go ahead and take it back. So that's why I did look with it today to see if I needed to take it back tomorrow, but it worked out okay, so we're not gonna take it back. I'm gonna go ahead and blend this concealer out now. I usually would let it sit for a little while, but when I put it on again for, you know, to help cover up after I put on my foundation and highlight and all that, then we will go ahead and cover it up then. But yeah. Right now we're just gonna do this. So the foundation, I have the color Brown Sugar T2N Neutral. I think this retails for $34 or $38. Don't quote me. And I forgot to bring my other phone in here, so I can't tell you for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and take this one pump to start off with, and then if I need some more, I feel like we'll use some more. But it's supposed to have like skin helping ingredients in it, so I thought that was cool when it first came out, that, you know, it was something different to the market that nobody else was doing for the most part, especially for people of my skin tone. And it has a pretty decent and extensive shade range, so I like that about this brand as well. Now, it was hard to find a color in this, just because the stuff that this foundation is supposed to help your skin with is supposed to counteract, like, you know, the hyperpigmentation in my skin tone. And I forgot, I think it's supposed to have tomato extract or something like that. But since it came out in summertime too, that was another reason it's hard to pick a shade, because like, I'm like, am I picking my summer shade? Am I picking a winter shade? Am I picking a shade that's gonna work all year round? Like, so this one was kind of difficult for me. I actually had to literally wait till Jackie finally did a video on it, because I was like, I don't know. And I actually put that on Uoma Beauty's comment section, and they like laughed at me. I'm like, I'm serious. I had to wait for Auntie Jackie's show. I was like, y'all got 533 shades. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm so sorry. I have no idea. I don't know. But yeah, as y'all can see, I got a little breakout situation going on right here. I'm hoping it's not because of that MAC foundation I tried yesterday. Okay, so that foundation is going to be enough. I had to do a whole nother pump, because I still didn't do like the sides of my face or put any on my forehead. And I don't think I put any on my nose either. So I'm like, okay, so one pump isn't going to cut it. But I mean, like, that's normal for me. Like, I usually use 2 pumps of foundation, so it's not like it's some big deal. Plus, I feel like I need extra coverage because of, what do you call it? The dark spots on my face from when I was breaking out with a lot of acne over the years. And since I'm a person who always forgets to put on sunscreen, I have to constantly try to cover up those dark spots till I get my life in order. But hopefully they'll go away now because I've been using like retinol at night and my vitamin C in the morning, and it's not like, you know, you can really go anywhere. So I'm hoping that'll help my dark spots disappear, and then I just have to like kind of try to maintain it. But yeah, so I didn't put a whole bunch of foundation on my forehead like I normally do. I mean, I don't feel like it makes my forehead look cakey, but you know, I was like, I'd rather use the extra pump towards the bottom of my face where I need it. If I remember correctly, I thought this foundation was kind of like red in tone though. Instead of neutral, I felt like it was a little more red. And I think I've only worn this, I think this will be like my 3rd time wearing this. I'm so sorry, y'all. Everybody's in my house making loud noises as usual. So. But yeah, so this foundation, I don't know, I had mixed feelings about it just because of like the redness of it. But like I said, it wasn't like the formula wasn't nice. It was just the color that I felt like was still off for me. Even though I picked the color Jackie said we wore. So, I don't know. I feel like once I find a color in it, I might like it a little better. For right now, it's just kind of like, eh. But the concealer is Bay is Life. I knew what color to pick as soon as I saw it. It is a beautiful shade. It's a great like gel moussey type formula with some nice thickness to it. And we're going to go ahead and put that on again now. So, this is underneath the eyes. And I have the Glam Light Veggie Lovers Pizza palette as well. So I'm going to go ahead and use that in a video later on today. I'm kind of need to take pictures with this eye look right now. So I'm going to go ahead and hopefully do that when I get off camera. Along with, you know, trying to show off this blind and highlight. Because when they swatched it online, I was like, give it to me now. I need this highlighter. Give it to me now. And I had waited a little bit, and I was so glad I did because they ended up having 50% off, like, I think, like 2 weeks ago on Ulta. Like, the whole Carnival collection. So I got to go ahead and pick up this highlighter. I was going to pick up both of them, but then I was like, I didn't know how the color was going to be or if I was going to like the formula, so I want to have to buy a whole bunch. Plus, the other one was geared toward lighter tones, so it was more like on the pinky reflex side, if I remember reading the description correctly on what the color was supposed to be. So I just went with the one that I figured would work for me, which is Barbados. And this concealer just blends out so easily and so smooth. And I feel like it gives pretty decent coverage. Especially for like the price point they're charging. So, yeah. So now we're going to blend out the concealer underneath the eyes. I'm using my Marc Jacobs, the conceal brush again. And then I will go in with a sponge after that. And then we're going to put even more concealer underneath it. Because I was up to like, I don't know how long watching Love's Blind. I'm only on episode 5, but I started watching, I want to say like 2 or 3 in the morning. So I was up to about like, I want to say 9, almost 10 o'clock watching it, because each episode is like an hour long. So I'm just over here tired, girl. Like, ooh, no. We need to conceal all the fact that I'm tired, especially after I end up having to go to CVS. Because I was planning on going there today, but I'm like, I might just wait until tomorrow. We will see. And see, my under eye just looks amazing now. Like, you can't tell I didn't sleep all that time. Look at that. You cannot tell I have not had that much sleep, because I only slept, I think it's like, it was 2 o'clock when I got up. And I only slept from, I want to say, like 9:30 to 2. So you cannot tell that I have not had a lot of sleep, because this concealer is just that amazing. So I'm going to put a little bit more underneath there. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to conceal the cheeks as well. One thing is, I feel like I have to dip back in with this concealer. Oh, wait, no, I ended up not having to. Okay, that's good. You just have to turn it on the other side after you get the part with the ridges on the concealer brush. I mean, on the concealer wand, and then you should be fine. I'm going to take my Cocoa Bite Beauty Stick and highlight But yeah, is anybody else watching Love is Blind? Because it's like, I love Lauren and Cameron. I'm like, yes, they are just wonderful. But I'm dying to see what her parents are going to have to say, since she said she's never dated a white dude. I'm just like, this ought to be interesting. You engaged to a white dude and you have never even dated one before. So I'm sure they're just going to be like, what? So I'm dying to get to that part of it. And then, what is it, Mark and Jessica? I feel so bad for Mark, because I feel like she's just playing him. She settled for him because she couldn't get Barnett, which I don't understand why she wanted Barnett, because he just seemed like a, you know, child that was just playing games. And I'm like, you child who playing games, you don't know what you want. You got all these people that like you just because you have a good conversationalist, and now you can't figure out who you want to pick and who you want to be with. And I'm just like, dude was just, I don't know. He was getting on my nerves. Plus, I'm like, he ain't even on that. Like, why y'all all over here tripping over this dude? Like, he just some average dude. Like, I don't know. I don't even want to get into Carlton and Diamond, because like, he was just straight pissing me off. Because I'm like, I have been in that situation to where you were honest and upfront with somebody, and then you had to find out all this stuff about them later on, and then they had the audacity to get attitude with you when you don't want to be bothered, when all they had to do was do what you did, which was be upfront and honest. So I was just like, dude, just doing too much, and he needs to go sit his clown ass down somewhere. I was like, you making the whole culture look bad. Go sit your stupid self down somewhere. And the fact that she like was trying to communicate and talk to him about it, and he just wanted to shut down and act like everything's her fault. It's like, no, you should have been honest with her from the beginning. Like, what's the problem? What's the real problem? Y'all, he was just doing entirely too much, and I was like, he need to go somewhere and cut it. So I feel bad for that girl, because I'm like, you know, but at the same time, I was happy for her, because I'm like, you like Beyonce, honey, he the best thing you never had. But, you know, he showed his true colors early on, so that way you didn't get, like, super invested and waste your time on a loser who wasn't worth your time, since it seemed like she had so much to offer and was being her true, authentic self, and he was just phony kicking it. But it's like I always be saying with people when they do stuff like that, what's done in the dark comes to the light, and you end up showing your true colors. And she found out early, thank God, before she married you, so that way she didn't have to get it annulled or get a divorce or anything, that you know, wasn't on nothing, you wasn't about nothing, and you was just full of crap. So I was so happy for her in that retrospect, because I was like, you know, be over here waste your time with this loser, and now you find out you don't need to, and you found out what kind of person he really is. Anyway, I'm going to take this Juno and Co brush. I'm just going to go into this bronzer. This color just got paid. It picked up a lot of products. I'm just like, ooh, nervous kind of. But I tried to stick to like all black brands, to stuff I had to add on. The only thing I think I didn't bring here that was black on brand was the setting powder. And I could have, because it's like I should have brought in the Minted Cosmetics one. But I just pulled one that was already in the drawer, and that was the Warm Saffron from Dermablend. So I have a black owned brand setting powder, a couple of them. As y'all know, I have the Fenty one, and then I have the Minted one, which is actually one of my all-time favorite setting powders, like ever. The Minted setting powder is just amazing. I feel so bad because Yvette Loves Beauty did not like anything from Minted, and I'm like, how? Like, all their products are amazing. How did you not like them? But, you know, we all have different preferences, and, like, they weren't her preference. I'm like, I wish I had got to her Mercari page, her Poshmark page in time to buy her powder, because I was like, since she didn't like it and she bought the medium deep color like I did, I'm like, girl, hand over the powder. You don't want to hand it over. That powder is amazing. Like, I try to use it. I had to stop myself from using it and use some other stuff that I had in my collection, because it's like I was always trying to use that powder. It was just amazing. But we're going to take a Warm Saffron and go ahead and, you know, use that today. I just decided to take one powder to use all over the face, just because I didn't feel like trying to use like 2 and 3 powders. I might use another powder for foundation. I mean, to set my face, and just use this underneath the eyes today. I don't know. We'll see. But for right now, I'm like, we're gonna go ahead and just use this to set all the stuff on my face. And I have the Makeup Forever like face powder if I want to set the face, because I feel like that color is closer to my skin tone. It's a yellow powder. This one I always feel like pulls a little too like neutral or orangish reddish type, and so I prefer not to I prefer to use a yellow powder when I do this. But I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and take the Warm Saffron just to use underneath the eye, and then I'll take the Makeup Forever powder to set the rest of my face. Plus, get some extra coverage, because again, I couldn't remember how the coverage was on this since I've only used it a couple of times. So But in all fairness, like I told you all, this is my summer shade. So I'm feeling like that's why I only used it a couple of times. Yeah, I'm trying to get into watching more like stuff on Hulu, because it's like I pay for Hulu every month, but I don't like ever use it, and then no one in my house ever uses it. Everybody just uses the Netflix that we pay for. So I'm like, I was using it last night, and I was watching this show called Cults and Extreme Beliefs, and it was actually quite interesting because like I watched a few episodes. I think I watched like 4 of those, and when I went to watch the 5th one, then I like the 5th one wasn't interesting to me, so that's when I started watching what do you call it, that's when I started watching Love Is Blind. So I had been up like for a good while and I couldn't sleep. So, but as y'all know, I work at night, so it makes sense why I couldn't sleep at night, because I'm used to being up anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna use this Glam Glow spray just to sink in all the powders in my face. I usually use a ColourPop one, but I wanted to use one that you can actually access right now, since ColourPop's website is set down and you can still buy this from Sephora. So I'm trying to use stuff that you can buy from Sephora or Ulta, since they're still shipping out orders, but ColourPop direct website is not. But yeah, so set that in, and now I'm going to take this Juno & Co brush. I'm gonna use it as a powder brush. None of the brushes have names on them. That's why I haven't tried to give y'all any numbers or anything, because there's no number on it for me to tell you about. So I'm gonna just take this brush and powder down the rest of my face, and hopefully bring back some of the yellow tone to my face as opposed to this more neutral tone, because since I do have a golden undertone, I find I like to use powders like this more. Ooh, the powder was dusty. Okay. Now I'm trying not to put it over the places where I have my bronzer. That's because, you know, we're trying to make sure you can see the bronzer. I was watching Jackie's new foundation technique video, and I was like, it seemed kind of interesting. Like, it kind of reminded me of the Scott Burns thing, except she didn't put like super lot of concealer on. But I was kind of intrigued. I was thinking about trying it, like, you know, just in my free time to see how I like it. And then I was like, I'll act accordingly with it. But yeah, this is giving me that golden undertone that I was looking for. It still looks a little like orangish reddish, but it's giving me more golden than it was before I added it, if you will. Now I'm gonna go back into Just Got Paid, and then we're gonna use the bronzer is Direct Deposit, and then the blush is called what is it? Shopping Spree. So we're gonna go into this this bronzer first, and then I'll go into the blush, and then we'll go into the star of the show for me, which is the highlighter, and the last part, the lipstick. So those are 2 things, the 2 new things I have from them. So I figured I'd do those last, since they originally came out with base products first and then came out with highlighters last. I mean, the lipsticks came out with the first collection. It's just I never ended up getting them. As y'all know, I'm not a really big lipstick girl, but everybody was talking about how nice the formula was, especially Jackie, and she kept using them. So I was just like, oh, okay, then I'll, you know, try one out. So I'm gonna do the lipsticks after I do the highlighter, but we're gonna swatch all 5 of them, and then we will decide which one to wear. Oh God, this is a huge one coming up right here. Jeez. What happens when you're stressed, child? Or at least that's what happens to me. I don't know. Does that happen to anybody else? Like, do y'all get stress acne? You just end up having a whole bunch of bumps on your face, or am I just the only one? I'm just curious. Now I'm going to take Shopping Spree, and we're going to grab it on this brush right here. And, you know. Now, it's not picking up on this brush as well as I would like it to, but I didn't bring another brush in here for blush, so we're just going to have to work with it. And it has a nice orangish reddish tone, so I'm gonna go ahead and use it. But yeah, it's not picking up on this brush well at all. I usually use the KVD Vegan Beauty double-ended brush for my bronzer and my blush, but I was trying to use some of the newer brushes I have, so that's why we're working with this. Okay, yeah, that will suffice. Let's go ahead and get into this gorgeous highlighter. This is Barbados. Like I said, let me go ahead and swatch it. It is just so pretty. When I was swatching online, I just knew I had to have it. Like, look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna just go ahead and look at how foiled and ridiculously gorgeous that is. I'm gonna take my Bretman Rock highlighter brush and just start rubbing this highlighter everywhere, because it needs to be on my face right now. Okay. And it smells like the butter bronzer. If anyone's curious about if it has a smell, it smells just like the butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. And it's just giving off a beautiful, beautiful glow. It's absolutely amazing. I'm definitely here for it. It's a vibe. It reminds me of the color Delmar from Persona Cosmetics. It's just so beautiful. Like, look at that. It's giving that nice satiny, shimmery, wet, glow from within look on the face. And I didn't even like rub that much on here in order to get this amazing like glow. So we're gonna switch to the other side and go ahead and highlight the face here. Is it both? I want to put some in my inner corner too, just so I can put some more, because it just looks so pretty. Like, look at that. Look, yes. Okay. Sorry. Let me stop getting distracted and like focus. So now we're gonna get into all these pretty lipstick colors. So I'm gonna swatch all of them on the back of my hand, and then we will determine which one I should put on my lips. I'm gonna use the Whirl lip pencil from MAC. These were on sale during 21 Days of Beauty, so I'm gonna start off with the color that I want to talk. Well, I'll do this color last because that's the one I want to talk to you all about, which makes me love this brand even more. So I'm gonna start off with Angela. I think it's a pretty brown. So yeah, Angela. That looks a nice shade. Eartha. Nice shade as well. I tried between Angela and Eartha. I might mix both of them because they're just both so pretty. And then we got Aretha. And lastly, it should be Tracy. Yep, Tracy. Well, Tracy isn't last. Tracy is just the last nude. And I kind of want to go on with Tracy based upon the eye look I got going on, and then put a little bit of Eartha in the middle. So I think we'll grab those two for right now. But I'm going to use this one last. Okay, so and then last I have Carnival. So we have Angela, Eartha, Aretha, Tracy, and Coretta. And of course, all of them named after influential African-American women. Now, Tracy, I believe, is Tracy Ellis Ross, but do not quote me because I am not sure about that. But I know Angela, I'm pretty sure Angela is Angela Bassett. Eartha is obviously Eartha Kitt. Aretha is obviously Aretha Franklin. And Coretta is obviously Coretta Scott King. So, a funny story. So, my Coretta actually showed up broken. And I'm going to just put the Whirl lips pencil on while we talk about this. But my Coretta actually showed up. It had completely fallen out of the pan. And so I talked to their customer service team. I direct a message to them on Instagram because I know they're pretty active on there. And then I emailed them just in case because I didn't know if they weren't going to answer me because I wasn't emailing their because I wasn't talking to their customer service Instagram page if they have one. I'm not sure, but they ended up answering me on both platforms in a timely fashion, unlike some other folk named KKW, who I sent them a message over 13 weeks ago and I have yet to get a response, but they thought it was okay to send me a smudged palette. So that just shows you how some brands operate. They got back to me in like a couple of hours. They were so sorry. It was the formula of the product that probably made it come out. But they just sent me a whole new one. Didn't ask me to return it. Didn't ask me any questions. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I was greatly surprised with that. And then I got an email a couple of hours after I had emailed them. So I just told the girl that I emailed. I'm like, you all already handled it through Instagram, so I don't, you know, I didn't want them to send me out 2 lipsticks or, you know, think I was trying to deceive them and get free product. I just wanted, you know, the lipstick that I ordered that had came out of the container. But they're really gracious. They're really nice. They went ahead and handled it for me. And I was just like, yes. So I definitely recommend you shop with them just because you know whatever issue you have is going to be resolved. Because I had an issue and in a couple of hours they were on it. I'm talking about on it, honey. And I always appreciate stuff like that. So I definitely want to shop them out for that. Because, you know, if you have an issue, you don't have to worry about them being like some other brands and not handling it in a timely fashion. Because I've heard really bad things about some other black-owned brands. Like I heard Juvia's Place has terrible customer service. I've never had to reach out to them. I know ColourPop has terrible customer service. Because I emailed them about an issue with, it wasn't even that big a deal. It was just the lipstick wand. It looked like it was deformed or something. And, like, I just wanted to email them to see what they were going to say. And I, like, never got a response ever. And I was like, I don't know if it's because they think they're so affordable that, you know, they shouldn't have to treat their customers okay. Because it's like I said, just like KKW, I never heard from them, like, ever. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to put this lipstick on. Because I don't want the color of this lipstick to be, you know, mixed in with the other one. So I guess I can use my finger and then do that. But they're so creamy till it's like I don't want to do too much and then it ends up bending or something happens to it, just like the first one I got in the mail. So I'm just trying to light it up a little bit with Eartha. So you know what? I'm gonna take the new Juno and Co brush I had. The last new Juno and Co brush I had was this one. Let me just rub the lipstick in that and then try to like rub it on the lips because I don't actually own a lip detailing brush. So we're going to see how well this works out. But okay, I can't really tell a difference. But I guess I can tell a little bit of lightness difference. But anyway, so this is pretty much the finished look using an almost full face of Uoma Beauty. Tell me what y'all think. I'm feeling it. I'm still over here looking at this highlight like, yes. Like when I turn my head, look at that, y'all. Yes, it just looks beautiful. So, I'm definitely all about this. You all are so windy here in Chicago. I don't know if y'all can hear the wind in the background, but child is over here just howling and doing everything in the world. But anyway, go ahead and spray my face one more time. And I like to do this again just to get the rest of the powders in that you added on after you after the first spray of using the setting powder or whatever. So, but sometimes for those powdery highlighters, it helps them melt in more. I didn't really need to do that with this one. I was doing it more for the setting powder and the blush and the bronze I added on top after I had initially used this product. After I had initially sprayed my face the first time. So now I'm gonna take this mattifying spray to make sure this foundation lasts. And yeah. We're just going to let that sit on here. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.